Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Chris aka LGM. Today is October 14th, which means to finally unbox XCOM Enemy Unknown. Yeah, it's here. I received it on Friday when the dispatcher brought it to me, or tried to bring it to me, and I was at work, of course, so in the evening I had to drive all the way back pretty much to where I work, because that's where the dispatcher is based, and I had to pick the game up. And this is basically why I didn't make the unbox video on Friday. But I already recorded quite a few episodes of XCOM, which will be released throughout the next days. There will be one video per day, and they are all gonna be in English. So I hope you like it. I'm really thrilled to get your feedback, because it's the first Let's Play project I do in English. The reason why I selected this game is basically because I heard that the English synchro is much better than the German is. So I wanted to play the game in English anyway, so I thought it's kind of stupid to play the game in English but then comment in German, so I thought, well, let's do the entire project in English. The reason why I come up with English videos at all, I will explain that in a different video which will be released on this channel, I think, in the next few days. So this is the box of XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's the standard release, or the retail box. It contains the Elite Soldier Pack, which is just a DLC code. I think that comes with the first, kind of delivery, or whatever you may call it. It is not a collector's edition, nothing like that, it's a standard version. However, I will show you a few gimmicks I received from 2K in a few minutes, but let's take a look at the standard box first. So here we go. The box contains, well, it doesn't contain much actually. Let's turn it this way so you can see it through the camera. It contains 2 discs, 2 DVDs that you have to insert during the installation process. You can also take the code, and you have to use Steam anyway, so you can use the Steam code and then basically download all the content. That would also work. Now, this is the manual. Again, it's pretty much the same as with Borderlands, since it's the same publisher. We only have one, well, it's the front, the title page, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the back, which contains the code, so I'm not going to show that to you, or this way, right? It's not much. The funny thing about this manual is that it says, here it says that in German, because it's the German version. It says, the complete manual for XCOM Enemy Unknown can be found as download, and it tells you about the link, but if you go there, you will get exactly the same thing as download, so there is nothing. This is the complete manual for XCOM, so this is kind of sad. However, the game is awesome, and if you watch the Let's Play, you will probably figure that out. Then there is the code for the Elite Soldier Pack, and it also contains the information on how to install that. And we have some advertisement for the Civilization board game, and I think a movie, which is Dread 3D. Okay, that's pretty nice, but you get that pretty much in every box. Unfortunately, there is no cover to, you can select that you can either take this side or the other one, because here in Europe you always have this USK thingy on the front of the game box, which tells you what age this game is made for, this game can be sold to people that are 16 years old. So a lot of people think that this is an ugly thing, so many publishers give you the opportunity to turn around the cover, so you have one cover without this on it. So that's pretty nice, but unfortunately XCOM does not have that. Well, but this kind of becomes standard in the industry. It's sad, but that's how the world has changed. The gaming world has changed. Now, however, what I received from 2K is pretty nice, because this game was part of my personal, well, they call it Alien Box, which I think is pretty nice. Now let's take a look at the Alien Box. This is the standard packing the Alien Box comes in. That doesn't look spectacular at first, but considering that this is, let's take a look, that this is the standard well, the packing that they send it in, like, has all the XCOM stuff on it, which is really nice, I think. That's pretty cool. They made this exclusively for XCOM. I mean, that's awesome, right? So now let's take a look at the inside and what we have in here. This is really nice, I think. Is a t-shirt, an XCOM t-shirt. Unfortunately, it's in XL, so this is pretty giant for me, but it will, well, it will make a great nerdy pajama, I think. So it has the XCOM insignia on the front, it has the XCOM game logo on the back, and a 2K insignia right on the arm. So check this out. I think it's pretty neat, and it will definitely make up a great nerdy outfit, I think. I really like that. Thanks 2K for this one. Then what we have here, and this is also pretty awesome, is a pen. I hope you can see that through this camera. If you can, I will, you know, show it to you this way. This is pretty nice. It's a pen, an XCOM pen. Let's take this out here real quick and take a look at it, because it has a tiny battery in it. So when you turn it on, bam! Check this out. Awesome, right? So unfortunately, I think this is a great thing to show off at school or something like that. Maybe you get beaten up, I don't know. But I have no real use for it. So instead of just putting it somewhere on my desk and never use it, I thought to give it away to you guys. So if you would like to have this pen, just go ahead and go to my Facebook page. I can't do that on YouTube anymore, unfortunately. Otherwise I would go the easy way. But I want to give this away, so go to my Facebook page. There will be a post where I ask you what you think about XCOM, and if you like it, what you like about it. Just comment on that post and I will give it away to one of the people who posted there. Let's be honest, of course that's kind of marketing for my that's also kind of marketing for my Facebook page. But I think it's a pretty great chance to get a hold of a gimmick that only very few people have. So go ahead, comment on my Facebook page on that on said post, and well, be lucky and receive an XCOM pen that actually lights up when you press the button. Pretty awesome, right? So now what we have in here, and that's my personal highlight in this box, is this tiny magazine. Let's call it magazine. I don't know if that's correct, or brochure. Hope you can see that in through the camera, through one of the cameras. You should be able to see that. It says the rebirth and making of XCOM Enemy Unknown. This is a really nice. How many pages does it? How many pages does it have? I think something like 20 pages or so. It contains a lot of background information on the game, and it's a real high quality print. So it's really good paper. It's really, I like it. It's really good. It also contains a sneak peek at the original PC Games test of the game. The entire magazine, by the way, is in German, which is kind of funny because when I read the title I thought it's an English magazine and they send it internationally. No, it's localized, it's in German. So this is a very famous German magazine, and they tested the original game in 1994. So it's pretty funny too. You can actually read it if you're like good with the eyes. There's information on Jake Solomon and how the project actually well developed, and information on Sid Meier, on what the game, what the idea behind the entire game is, and so on. So that's really nice. Let's just go through there real quick to give you a brief idea. Look at this. This is a wall at Phyrexis with all the game titles and tests on it, and the title pages of magazines where the games were in and stuff like that. So you get a little idea of what the Phyrexis studios look like. Now this is really awesome. I really love it. It's really great. I like it when you have something like that, for example, when you turn off the PC, you just can take with you, and you know, when you go to bed, like read inside you know, that kind of reminds me of the good old days when you had like giant manuals where you could read all day long and really get into the game. So I really love it. Thanks 2K for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. Okay guys, after having the game unboxed, let me tell you something about the installation process. It's actually pretty simple. It's a standard Steam installation process, so all you do is you start the installation, you enter your code, and you start the installation starts by copying data from the DVD. You could also just download it from Steam. You can do that anytime after you've installed it. If you lose the discs and still have your Steam account, you can download everything online and it will be up to date. After the installation itself, which takes about, well, 20 to 30 minutes, a 2 GB patch has to be downloaded, so that depends on your internet connectivity. For me, the entire installation process took about 1 hour, which wasn't bad because I played Borderlands 2 in the meantime, so that was okay for me. XCOM itself is the successor of the very successful original from 1994. Many PC gamers say that this is the game of their life. It's really awesome and it's really great, but it is also very old and the game design and the gameplay itself is very, well, let's say antique. So many new gamers would never try it out because it's very hard to learn and very hard to master. Now XCOM, the new XCOM Enemy Unknown, goes kind of a different approach because it's easy to learn but still hard to master. And that's what I really like about it. It has a great tutorial and everything, it tells you everything you need to know, and that's also why you probably don't need a big manual. I mean, this is how game design works nowadays, and I think it's fine that Jake Solomon got this game into a modern style, and he really did a great job converting the game design from 1994 into the modern gaming world and gaming environment. Now guys, let's take a look at the game itself, or at least the main menu and all the options that you have and that you can set up.
Alright, so here we are in the main menu of XCOM Enemy Unknown. Let's take a look at the options menu, and as you can see we have several tabs up here: audio, gameplay, interface, video and graphics. Let's take a look at the audio tab we are in right now. So we have the master volume, voice volume, sound effects volume and music volume like most games have, and you can enable and disable the soldier's speech. So if you're kind of have the feeling that your soldiers are giving you too much feedback and you have the feeling that it sucks, you simply turn it off by one mouse click. So the gameplay contains, you can turn on or off the action cam, which can be pretty nice at a certain point of the game. For now, I really like the action cam cause it gives the game, well, it gives it more action feeling. You can enable third-person camera, enable autosave. This is by default turned off, so I turned it on, and you can select whether you want to see the enemy's health or not. So this can kind of increase the difficulty for you if you turn that off. The interface, you can choose what input device you want to use. You could also select the Xbox gamepad or any gamepad that you have connected to your computer. Now, I like to play with mouse and keyboard, but I will definitely try out the Xbox gamepad and see how it turns out. You can also edit the key bindings, which are, well, there are only a very few, but you can set them up the way you would like that. So this is very well, convenient for PC gamers, I think. You can turn on and off the subtitles. I turned them on because I think that's better for Let's Play, though, so that people can read things, especially because a lot of my visitors are German, so they can read what the people are saying. That can be quite helpful if you're not a native speaker. You can select what the edge scroll speed is, so if you go with the mouse to the edges of the screen, you can select how fast the screen should scroll over the map. So that's it for the interface. The video tab gives you the mode to select whether you want to play in full screen, in windowed mode, or borderless window, which can be pretty cool if you're, well, if you're recording or you have multiple monitors or stuff like that. So that's good. Lock the mouse to the window or not. You can choose the resolution. Of course, you can enable VSync or turn it off. That's also very helpful. You can enable that frame rate smoothing, select or set up the gamma. That's pretty usual. So there are not too many options, but that's okay. This is just the video tab. You still have the graphics tab, and there you can really customize the game to the power of your PC. If you turn those presets to low, you can run the game on very old computers. I tried it with my laptop computer, which is from, I think, 2005, and it still works. Well, you get, of course, you get a frame rate of, I don't know, 15, 16, 17, something like that. So it's not real fun, but it works. And since this game is not a real-time strategy game, that's perfectly fine. So if I'm on the road, if I'm on business trips or so, I can still play the game on my really, really old computer. And this is something I really appreciate. So on this machine I turn everything to high and it looks, well, it doesn't look perfect. There are games that look much better, but for this game I think, well, this game is more about the look and feel and the gameplay rather than just pure graphic power. So that's perfect for me.
If you want to see actual gameplay, just click on the link that I put somewhere in the video down here, or you can go use the link in the description to go to my Let's Play video, and you will get all the gameplay information that you need. And if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to post in the comments section. One thing I would like to add is that if you choose to play the game in, for example, German, English, whatever, if you have the German version, it also contains all the English, well, wording and so on, and vocals, stuff like that. You can select that through your Steam client. You can say what language you want to play the game in, and it's all there. So that's pretty simple. If you want to play it in German, feel free. If you want to play it in English, well, you can do that too.
Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked what you saw, and if you did, I would really appreciate you posting some comments down in the comment section and maybe rating this video. As I said earlier, you are very welcome to check out my XCOM gameplay, and in case you know German, check out some of my other Let's Play videos you will find in my channel. See you next time on LGMX Gaming. Guys, own it up and together to the top.